Right, Billy here, and welcome back to my channel. And today I've got a bit of a product sort of review for you, and it's going to be a product you're going to see me using in all the upcoming videos. So all the tools you're going to see me reviewing are going to be tools that I use in the build videos, so you will see them. So today's tool is quite an exciting tool for me. It's a Mitre gauge for my Evolution table saw. Now, the Mitre gauge was sent in to me free of charge from Banggood, and it's the Enjoywood version, and I just want to show you what it's like. And then, because let's face it, when you get these table saws, sometimes the Mitre gauge that comes with them, they're a bit garbage, aren't they, to be perfectly honest with you. So we just need an upgrade, keep it nice and safe, and it's a nice thing to have. And I'm just gonna show you the box, get it out of the box first, and then we're gonna set it up, and then we're gonna use it, that kind of thing, on the table saw, and let's see how it works. So let's cut the waffle and let's start the doing. Right, so it comes to you straight from Banggood, sort of packaged really well, to be perfectly honest with you. Some nice foam inserts in there. And inside the box, let's see what you've got. You've got the fence section, which is aluminium, these sort of knurled knobs here. It has got instructions. I've got the instructions in there. I have opened the box to see what's in it. I'm not going to try and hoodwink you. Then you've got the flip stop there. You've got this section, which looks really good. There's one missing there. Oh, it's in there, so I can just refit that. That's all there. Just let me put these down. I don't want to damage anything. I know what I'm like at the minute. I'm like being really clumsy, falling into things, and I don't know what sort of mess. So you've got a set of Allen keys, and you've got this knurled knob. I want to get that flip stop out. It's sort of stuck. It's really well packaged in there. And the flip stop, which is all aluminium again, and you've got like the micro adjust on it. Right, so that's it out of the box, and this is the box it come in. You could sort of set that out if you wanted to take it apart. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be setting this up for this table saw and just keeping it set up like that. So, you know, I've got it, but I'm quite impressed with that flip stop. Look at that. Really nice quality. Just lay the parts out there, like so. So you can see all the parts there. That's how it comes. I'm just going to go and get the instructions now and just run you through the instruction booklet. They call it an extended push handle. Picture on the front there. Little small instructions. It's sort of all explanatory to you in there. Just give you an idea, and the product packaging, that kind of thing. So just read up on it, have a coffee, read up. You know, if you're new to woodworking and it's the first time you're buying something like this, this is a massive upgrade to sort of the normal Mitre gauges you get that come with your saws, that kind of stuff. One thing it is in that bag with the Allen keys is a gasket. Do not lose that, because that'll sit underneath there when I do fit it onto, you know, the tool itself. So don't lose that gasket. And you've got like a, whoops, my butterfingers again are at it. It's the wrong one. Is it that one? That's the one. So just do that, and I'll tighten that in. And what these do, as you tighten them, it expands to the gap size if it's out a bit on the slot on your table saw, so you can get a nice snug fit. Now you want it a nice snug fit, but you want it to move freely. So just play about with it in your table saw, and you can get them dead spot on. So as you can see there, I'm just putting this in, just tightening that back in. Get your gasket over this section here, like so, and that will seat itself inside this as you screw it down. And just simply screw it down, go lightly, turn it to the side, and just check that it's seated right, and you can check from under there, and that has seated spot on. Next thing you want to do is loosen these off. So you get them nice and loose there, see that? Loosen both of them off, both sides, because they're going to slide onto this. Right, if you can see this on the side here, there's this middle slot there with the two lips. That's where it's going into. Not the bottom one, but the one with the two lips there. And just simply slide that. You've got to manoeuvre this up and slide it on like so. And then let's just nip it up for now. One thing you have noticed is here, this goes up and down. So what I will do, when I set it up onto my table saw, I will lower that so it's just above the bed of my table saw. At the minute, I put it in the eye position and just tightened it off. Just for now, just while I'm sort of assembling it. Right, this flip stop, it's got like a little magnifying glass on here. These sort of micro adjusters here. And I'll be honest, is it something I'd really use? I'm not sure, but I've got it, and it's like more sort of advanced for my sort of woodworking, but I've got it. You know, I just go to sort of millimeters, but this gives you that really fine adjustment. So if you're sort of more seasoned woodworker, that's great. It's got like a little magnifying glass here as well with a little adder in it. That all feels nice and solid, and that just slides onto this top section here, like so. And you can see there the magnifier, so when you set it up against your blade, you know, you can get that spot on. So just let me tighten that down a bit. Feels nice and solid. And that flip stop feels a bit tight, to be perfectly honest with you, but I'm sure that'll loosen up, or you can adjust it here, I suppose. But yeah, feels a nice thing. That moves nice and freely when you loosen it off. And another feature of this is these here, if you loosen these off, you've got this extension piece which comes right out, and Billy don't break it. There, I've got it back on after a little bit of fiddling, but you get the drift, and then you can lock it off to sort of where you want it. And this has got like a marker on it as well, so you've got all that sort of functionality. There's stuff I've got to learn on this, but all in all, it seems a nice solid bit of kit. So if I'm going from there, 0, and that's sort of 480 to there from my 0 point, this is sort of this gauge here. No, this gauge here is held down with a little brass knob on this side as well, which feels nice and solid, so you can lock that off as well. And that just, yeah, it feels nice. Just let me take that off and push that back in like that, and then that locks all the old thing off. Sure it does. Right, so the first thing, I've got it on my table saw now. I've just slid it into the thing, so that's nice. And first one I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and edge it over a little bit, and then these here I'm just going to nip up, just nip them up. Just like so, and just keep trying that. There's no sort of side to side move. There is a little bit at the back there, so just keep nipping them until they're spot on for you. Slides really well. Just a little bit movement there at the front, and you can really set that up how you want it, and that is nearly sort of bang on right. But just let's a bit more. That feels alright, that's spot on. So that's them set, and what they've done, they've expanded into this gap, making this gap and taking out that play sort of sideways like that. Another thing I want to do is just loosen these off here, just to make sure that that is seating onto here and I can still move it. So just loosen them off. That is seating down. I can still move it nice there. I'm not too fussed about that, the noise, but and then just nip them up. So now I know that is nice and level to the bed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up to the edge of the tooth of that blade, because that sticks out a little bit. So I'm just going to loosen these off again. Push it to so it's touching, and then I am going to go about 2mm off there. So just pull it back where the edge of that blade is. Coming about 2mm, about 2mm there, and then I'll just sit that there, and then I'm going to lock them off. So that should just clear that. If you'd have a look in there, I don't know if I can't zoom in anymore with this camera, but there's a 2mm gap there between the tip of the blade, the very tip, and that. So the first cut I'll do, I'm just going to go through it just to see how it feels running through the saw. And that on a 45 is absolutely spot on. Don't know if you can see that, there's no gap there whatsoever. I'm going to try a 200mm cut. So that was a 200mm cut, but it's actually 202mm, and that's sort of like because of the, you know, where I took it away. So what I've done there with that, I've just come over another 2mm. What I ended up doing, because I'm going to have to work out how to use this fine adjustment. Obviously it's above my pay grade at the minute, but there's a fine adjustment there, and it does move ever so slightly. But rather than mess about like that, what I've done is, because I've offset it 2mm, I've offset this 2mm, so that's reading 198mm, which is that 2mm, which gives me that, and it's spot on. Right, I've made sure the power's all off, the blade's down, that kind of thing. So to adjust the bevel, simply do that, pull that out, and just turn it to whatever degrees you want. So this, and it's got positive stops. I'll bring the camera around so you can see that. See them positive stops there that are indented in. So when you pull it and you turn it, so I just, let's say I'm going back to 0, I'm sort of near 0 there. I don't know if you can hear this on the microphone. It clicks in and it's bang on 0. Now I know that, and then just tighten that back down. So you've got like 2 really firm settings there. Now what I would say with this is, if you're going to be doing sort of angled cuts, make sure that this is not going to collide with your blade. So you're going to have to do some readjustments there if you're going to use it. So let's just try it on a 45-degree cut. I've reset it up, reset the power on. I've made sure that that is not going to conflict with the blade. Now, what you're going to watch with some of these, which it's all right in this, is this here is not coming over, and this doesn't get trapped at the back, this wheel at the back, at the front, I call it the back, but you know what I mean. So I'll just set a stop up there, just nothing special. And let's see, this is set to 45 degrees. What I used to check the 45 was my chinois gauge, and I put it on the table, checked it for light behind it, all that kind of stuff. It's really hard to show you here, but it was bang on 45 degrees according to that. And now I'm just going to set it up with, I've got a Starrett square here. And let's see, that looks absolutely spot on. I just don't know if I can show you what I'm doing. It's really hard to show you. Just let me see if I can move the camera over to show you. And that there is sitting really nice in there. No gaps down the side or anything. So yeah, it seems to do what it says on the tin. What you've got to bear in mind, this is a job site table saw as well, so this is not the ideal sort of mitre gauge for a job site saw, but you can make it work really well for you. Just got to be careful when you're pulling back, making sure you're on okay, all that kind of stuff. It is what it is, you know, and for the price, it's a really good piece of kit. It's well engineered, all that kind of stuff. Like I say, Banggood sent me this, but I'll put a link down below. I'm not wanting any affiliate links or anything like that because I want to make sure I can give you the best review I can on it. Everything's totally honest. I like that, and you can pay a lot more for things like this. So they've done a really good job. The quality is outstanding, the engineering behind it, all that kind of stuff. So I'm quite happy with it. So basically, to sum it up, I quite like it, to be perfectly honest with you, you know, and you will see me using these tools. It's not like you won't see me, you know, you see a review and then you won't see me using. Might not be tomorrow, might not be next week, but you'll definitely see these views. And if anybody wants any sort of updated views on them, I'm prepared to do that for you. One thing I am going to learn about is this micro adjusting thing here. It's in the hand, it's not too heavy. It more suits a cabinet type table saw, that, you know, with a bigger bed, that kind of thing. But you can make it work. With this Evolution, the bed's a bit bigger, so it's not too bad. The DeWalt one's just fractionally smaller, but this is for this Evolution saw, and it's set up for that now. So yeah, marks. I don't know how you mark tools. I ain't got a clue. I'm not going to start giving marks out of 10, that kind of thing. But I would say it's a good tool. It's a good bit of kit to have in your arsenal. I'll leave the links below. And Enjoywood, they seem to be sort of trying to innovate. I've got quite a lot of Enjoywood stuff, and I'm pleasantly surprised by how well the stuff is. So go on to Banggood. Go and have a look at them, guys. Make your own mind. There's loads of other reviews out there. So type it in. See other people's reviews, just don't take my word for it, but I rate that. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.